Alright dudes, how's it going? And welcome to Penumbra, the Black Plague, the sequel to Penumbra Overture. Now this game has some key differences comparing to Overture. Black Plague drops the combat, which was a bit finicky. I will agree with that. It was very finicky. And they introduced a newer system, which basically went on to be the key thing in every other Frictional Games game, where you are defenseless. You have to hide from the enemies, and it basically gives more dread. The horror aspect works much better in these games compared to Overture. Overture wasn't really that scary because you could defend yourself. I mean, if you watch my Overture playthrough, you've probably seen like jump on a box, pick up a hammer, swing it, cheese the enemies, kill all of them, no problems. And you mostly just did attack dogs anyway. When in this they introduce a new enemy, you cannot defend yourself anymore. So I think this is going to be a better playthrough than Overture was. There's also Requiem, the game after this one, but that's a different story. We'll get to that late. We'll get to that one later. So right now, let's go in and let's play it on hard mode.
Without this knowledge, without this foundation, you could not have the will to do what I must now ask of you. I followed my father to the Greenland wastes to uncover his secrets. You had to know how far I was willing to go. I found a disused mining shaft and took shelter from the storm. You had to know how desperate I was. I was plagued by doubts, fears, and mysteries, and aided by a madman, Red. You had to know how lonely I was. I incinerated my best friend. Red told me he wanted to die. You had to know how guilty I felt. I ventured boldly onwards, and was struck down by my own heroics. You had to know how stupid I was. All of these things, so human, so perfect, and yet still I failed to do what I must now ask of you.
Alright, here we are. Gameplay. This is our cell, my bed, with a big piss stain on it. Directions and guidelines, my locked door, my barrel, my cold freezing pipes. There's some action going on the other cell, but we're gonna move around. Because actually, this is my second time recording this thing, because I was previously playing, recording happily, like you do. And I realized that I did not even hit record, so I was just playing the game for like a half an hour without. Good thing that was the start of the game, so it's not that. You know. And I didn't play it for like 2 hours. So the start bit is gonna be relatively quickly done, because I already know what's up. So we can just move on forward. And there's not much to say about this whole thing because I've already done it. May 2001. I wasn't sure how long they'd been out, but my head still hurt. Either it hadn't been long or they hit me really hard. I didn't have a clue what was going on, and all of a sudden, I really didn't care. I was getting out. So let's go through the vents. What is that? What is that? Is there anything else around that room, actually? Can you... Nah, that's very tame. We are in the vent. Salvation, mine or someone else's? Who knows? All right, we got a checkpoint. We got the batteries. Let's. I'm just gonna immediately just move on forward. Let's get a can. Mushy soda machine. Come to think, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a drink. Nah. If there was something over here, no? Yes, batteries. Don't worry, we're gonna properly take a look at things in the future. So the beginning of this game is gonna be a bit quick, but I'm gonna slow down in 10 minutes or something. Also, excuse the frame rate sometimes. It doesn't drop frame rate, but I think it's the frame pacing. It just looks very choppy, but it's actually running in 60 FPS for some reason. All right, this was a funny bit before. Yes, it's doing the same thing, where the AI just does not know what to do, and the guy just runs back and forth until he like disappears or something. All right. But I will still, I didn't take a look here all too much before. I'm gonna do it now. But I don't think there's anything up here. No, it's just ketchup bottles. And we have to use the soda on the thermostat. So the smoke stops. This is not gonna kill me, okay. Last time I played, I tried to climb the box and I just fell through the world. It was pretty confusing. There's blood dripping. Okay, the pipe started. And the loading screen. Okay, we are here. With the lasers. Whatever this thing does, it looks as if it triggered if I try to
is
pass.
waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
Am I an efficient worker? No. Okay, let's go back to this place. Come on. Actually, let's already put the chair in there. Oh, this will be just awesome. Death is the final unknown. Okay, here we go. We already died. In my previous run, I didn't die. It's just kind of, it should be simple by just doing this and just, yeah.
Waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
Let's clear this rubble out of the way. Can you lift it? Loading. Right, here we are. We are by the cells again. We can go in here comfortably, pick up the alcohol. I don't think there was anything else around here before. Some boxes, the save point. These things are everywhere. There's still a part of me that's in there, something that's drawing me in. Let's use the skinned mic cassette tape.
My name, Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, Code C, imprisoned. Observing the Turn-Gat movement, I predict that it will be my cell they visit next. To my knowledge, I am the last remaining member of the Elevated at this facility, and so it falls upon me to ensure that Xeno protocol protocol is not compromised. For that reason, I record here the only way I have discovered to neutralize the vinyl ring. The species' primary weakness. No, please!
Nice. My skin mic is a Silent Hill 4 reference, by the way. It's locked. Right, let's destroy this. We have access to our cell again, but that's kind of useless. There's nothing in there. Unless you have forgotten something. Let's check around this cell. Be careful, the box says. Oh. Empty boxes. Alright, let's... No need to hide. We're just running. There's not much point in running. He doesn't even know that I'm here. He's probably gonna go in there, no? Yeah. We can just leave. Use this, disinfect the syringe, use the syringe on the dead guy, get his blood, and then we can unlock this door. Alright, we're almost back where I was. If this stronghold was anything like as elaborate as its security, I was in for an experience. I didn't know what to expect, but I was getting used to that. Alright, we're back in the cafeteria. Welcome to the shelter disc. There's a small puzzle here. Basically, here's the, this door is locked. Here's the hint. Apparently this door is controlled from a remote location. However, it says here that it does open in the event of an emergency. Here's a note that I'm not gonna read. You can pause if you want to read. I've already played this game before, so I'm not really interested in reading these notes. But I will skim through them in case they have some kind of clues for puzzles. Because obviously I'm not going to remember everything. Drainage of sorts. Wasn't there like batteries behind here? Yeah. Painkillers. And let's... No, we're gonna mess with my inventory a bit later. I don't think there's anything else here, no. So we gotta move this, because if you examine it, a barrel, from the smell of it, I'd say the crap inside is drenched with gasoline. Some good puzzle solving. If you put the barrel here, you press this, it lights on fire, and the roof has water sprinklers. So put it underneath one. It's an emergency and the door is gonna open. Simple. My tasty flakes. I've said before that this underground base sure does have a lot of cornflakes. Are those cornflakes? They're yummy. I wish. 45 with all the good things in life that make people happy. 45 with all the good things in life. Yeah. Cornflakes. It's all you need to make you happy. So this place is locked, but it looks like a place I want to be in. This is an area I can go to. More cornflakes. Alright, so there was a cupboard. There was a battery in here, if I recall correctly, yes. The fridge only had ketchup. The stove did not have any chicken eggs in it. And there was a treasure item in here. And more cornflakes. This had nothing. There's the freezer. The projector. Timeline and events. We got some notes. Some of the years might be important, but at the moment, not yet. Batteries. Flashlight. Alright, I am back where I was. I am still recording, which is a good thing. There's something reassuring about that, feeling like I've got one less thing to worry about. And now let's click on the computer. The shelter. Research.txt. Alright, CD-ROM drive, so we can put in the disc. The CD slid in perfectly. I should be able to read it now.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Oh yes, that's definitely a reassuring introduction. Built in the 70s. Yes. The following password changes have been made since the printing of your personal guide. I should... oh wait, no, I'm probably gonna have... yeah. 236. 236 1167. 1167? Yeah. Nice. Let's leave. Howard, my father, he might still be alive after all. Alright, so let's put flashlight there. Painkillers there. Glow stick there. Actually, they are consumables. These things have shortcuts. I'm gonna put that there. Hold on, I want to quickly do this. I'm gonna quickly do this. Put that there. Right. Good. I'm happy. Let's move forward. That probably has opened, probably not this. Oh no, it did. Nice. Let's take a look. What do we got? Got a flare. Anything? Ooh. What about this door? It's jammed. Alright. Underground bits. This passage caved in long ago. Alright, sewers. I won't be able to get through here. The sewers seemed like the only route out, but it wasn't out I wanted anymore. My father had found something, and I needed to know what. Without that, everything would have been for nothing. But wait a minute. Didn't we find the father in the Overture? Like, there was that icy lake, and he was holding the crowbar like fucking Gordon Freeman or something. Right. Oh, I think this is a nice bit. Because there... Yes. The dream sequence. I actually enjoyed this bit. I know this place. I've been here before. Yeah, this is the same place that where the first game started. The start of Penumbra Overture. Same Jake Ingalls. It's a bit, guess that's a bit too heavy. It's a perfect picture of this room. Almost. Well, not anymore. I guess I have to move the chest. I think I have to recreate the room, yeah. This game likes its puzzles. Move the chair out of the way. And there's a can on the thing. Where did the can go? I threw it somewhere. There you go. Right. Smells like burnt flesh. I read that. That smells like burnt fish. The surface is slippery with a leathery texture. A picture of, I'm not sure, eggs? Yeah, we remember those spiders. It's empty. Looks like it's been that way for some time. Sack. Yes. Oh. Can I? Have I told you guys that this game really likes its puzzles? Yay! Wee! The hand is warm to the touch. How could this hand stay in an upright position? To the touch. I need to get this door open. It's the only way to go. It's stuck. Because we need to do puzzles here. And it's simple. We basically have to find the right order in which these hands go. Which is basically trial and error. Because there is no clear indication. At least none that I can see. So basically what is happening in the game is our main character Philip here is getting infected by the Black Plague. So we're now gonna have a voice in our head throughout the whole game. A noose. Books. Bread. Some oddly placed barrels. So we got another puzzle here. We have to do this. Let me take a look. This one has 3 barrels, and we gotta push the barrels in one of the correct bits, which is, I think these ones. The green circles with the blue flame. Red, I'm so sorry. Are you happier now? Come on. Urgh. Whip it. Did I do it? Or I gotta wait for something? Oh no, the blood is rising. Do I jump in it? I think I do. We are in blood. Okay, let me try to... It's a valve with bloody handprints all over it. Alright, what do you want from me, game? What does it want from me? Oh. We are getting chased. Come on. Get over it. Fuck off. You can't get me. Here we are. We're back.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? What am I doing here? Who am I? Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
So yeah, that guy is now in our head. Come to think of it, now I kind of understand why Penumbra, Black Plague was never really that. It wasn't that good. All the puzzles you have to do. Amnesia isn't like that. It's more of a classic style of horror, where you have to basically just find items Though although I've never, I have played Amnesia: The Dark Descent before, obviously, just like everyone else, including some mods, joke mods that were popular at the time. But Amnesia is more of a get to point A to point B, but you can't get to B because door is locked, for example, so you have to find the key. But you don't have to like do crazy puzzles, unlike you do here. For example, we have this physics puzzle. You have to move crates, raise the water, and then I'll be able to cross it. I guess it was at the time a popular thing. Basically, Half-Life 2 did it as well, like in the root canal missions, where you got the boxes underneath the you got some wooden boxes inside the water at the bottom. We have to break them open with the crowbar, or you shoot them with a pistol, and the boxes rise up, and you can use to cross the water. Right. An exit. I would love to get out of here. Yeah, how about we actually try to get out of there? We got boxes. I think we can definitely use these boxes. And I can possibly just climb from this. We pushed it. We would be able to if... Actually... Oh, a bit of a tutorial. My battery's about to die for the flashlight, so we can leave. There we go. I could really use a shower. Judging from the smell, I'd say the piping isn't working. Newspaper. There's a foul smell coming from it. I have had better days. Batteries? Yeah, I need to do something with my monitor. Hold on. I'm actually gonna... Like, this is too dark. Like, absolutely too dark. I need to give myself some kind of edge here. Of course, I don't want to make it. This could work. This could work. Right. Traditional art, the only kind I really know how to appreciate. Chart of some kind. This chair is comfy as fuck. TV. This TV's in a poor condition. Ooh. Batteries though. There are 2 batteries, in fact. I can't reach. Apart from some dust-covered books, the shelf is empty. Man, it's literally impossible to get the batteries. Maybe I have to jump on it, crouch, get a nice angle on it. No. There we go. Those were some difficult to get batteries. Let's check what's underneath the bed. The mattress smells just so marginally better than the rest. Check. Is the computer working? It won't start. I don't think it has any power. Oops. Nice. Okay. There we go. Incoming video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Right? Recent research. Turn guide virus. Turn guide. 5 weeks. Alright. Computer's useless. Every time it's harder to pull out. Every time I feel more of myself inside. Oh, nice to hear that. Right, that's infected. I'd skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point I was pretty certain she'd turn out to be crazy. Probably, yeah.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey?
It would be like Clancy or something.
So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how did it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
Yeah, he's Clarence. There's something blocking the door on the other side. It's either jammed or locked. It's either locked or jammed shut. Either way, I'm not going to get through. So yeah, this is basically the overworld, I believe. Library. So this is our goal, I think. And final, yeah. I should be on the lookout for survivors and beware of some medical doctor called Eminis. So we need a mitten. So basically, yeah, we need to start running around. It's a map of the area. Just figuring out where to go. So we are over there. 4 is the library. Just basically just start exploring. It's kind of like Resident Evil at this point. You just start exploring and trying to find any good stuff. So wait, that door was locked, right? Yeah, I actually forgot. Did I check that door? I definitely did. It was locked. Or blocked. Yeah. So where can we go? Number 5 is storage, 6 is machine room, 8 is emergency airlock. I guess we could start with just going here first. Alright guys, oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna quickly adjust something. Okie dokie, I am back. So I messed around with my monitor a little bit because it was actually a bit too bright. Savaged, infected, terrified, and now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy. Even me, regardless. I needed to find a way through and into the library. Right. Okay.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here, 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
Alright.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
A book. Server installation quick start guide. Boot network interface cards are functioning properly. Default program installed before continuing. Required circuit card program count list in brackets. Boot. 3 boot disks. Network cards, I guess. 4 interfaces. Circuit setup, disk info setup, hardware locator, socket, CMD interface, net locator, file streamer, admin tools. Right. I think this is the main puzzle, if I recall, for the whole area. They're not just gonna. Yeah, here's the saw. You can get the arm and already go to the library. No, we're gonna have to run around the whole fucking place looking for stuff. Hello. Stand by. This piece of equipment doesn't have much details beyond the slot, and I'm not sure what fit into it. Those CD-ROM drives. We like batteries. Anything underneath the desk? Alright, I checked those. It's broken. I have this feeling I'm gonna get locked in here. I do remember what this room is used for, though. Alright, so we have to go search for parts then. Look at this thing. Oh wait, this room still. I have not explored this room. Oh, so we got the boot card network interface. The ZX25 chipset for use with the MTech computers. Ooh. Power. Oh wait, no, I think I can actually do everything already. I have to do something like. Let me look at the note again. Notes, computer manual. I'm gonna take a photo of this. I'm gonna take a photo of this. We basically just have to. Finish my machine on the next one, but I don't think this car will be much of use. It's completely fried. Oh! This thing is broken. So is this. So is that. All of the stuff is broken. Did the book mention where the spares are? Yes. I don't think it did. By popular demand, the server no longer requires the latest version of Windows in order to run function properly. Okay, that's kind of weird that they've mentioned Windows. Because this is not Windows. Like, even if you look in the... That's definitely not Windows. Did I check these? I did. Right, so everything's broken. We gotta go back and search. We will come back to this area. So let's go to the residential area. Wait, I just flipped. Let me close the door. It looks like there's some sheets of paper framed behind the glass. Maybe I can get them out? Yeah. An exciting future. Da Vinci and shit. No. No. Anything good? No. Yes. Anything good? No. Anything good? No. Anything good? No. Oh, I want to do this. Yeah. Residential area. No, wait, this is the canteen. Where am I? No, it's all correct. It's called different. Okay, we're not gonna go there. It doesn't seem to be a lock. It's labeled ID 3061. Okay, we're not going there either. So I guess let's head to the machine room. And remove this. I don't know. What did you write? Poisonous gas. Yep, that's danger, all right. So we can't go there either. So the game is really putting you on a linear path, but you just have to find it. Where's the map? I want to check the map. Yes. Changing room. We can try 109 first. But then, yeah, it's just storage. Armory. Blah. I don't think there's anything in there now. Milk. Toolbox, which explodes on the smallest impact.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently.
Hello. I need to go to storage. Yeah, the guy's still around. I swear to God, this place is gonna be fucking locked. No. The beams will trigger the explosives for sure, better stay out of their way. Yeah, we got another puzzle bit. So we can just make a ladder. No. It's probably gonna fall over in a minute.
Look here. It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see. Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Flare. I'm in a concentration zone right now. Looks heavy and welded shut. Some sort of plane in the ground, perhaps industrial scale. I think this is what you do. But I have a feeling I'm gonna get crushed still. Try to put a barrel. Nice. So, how do we cross it? Oh, on the top. I can go on top. Thank you. Currently, the game is simple enough. But I do have a recollection of this game. Because like I said, I have played this before. Alright, I need some light. A power switch. I don't think I'll be able to jump that. No, but what I can do is do this. Come on. I know you want it. But I think the developers already knew about this. If I go another step forward, I'm gonna fall. Come on. Eh. The developers probably already knew that trick. This doesn't seem...
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
I don't know, man. They're still inside. I'm still inside, but I don't want to get out. Alright, we can just... Ow. Where the gas? Gas mask, quick! Looks like his face melted. I think I'm going to be sick. Painkiller. How am I doing? I'm losing blood, but I should be okay. My eyes are burning because of the ounce of remaining gas in the cans. I'm glad I didn't get in here earlier. Power switch. Yeah, I can hear spiders. We can remove that mask. Well, I still need to get behind. What, really? I think at first I had to go back or something.
That is the most fun I've had in my entire life! Which isn't saying much.
I hear another one somewhere. This does not make any sense. Am I not seeing something? Can I destroy the window? Perhaps.